Hi guys, welcome back to the Performance Kitchen. This is the only place to find out what pro athletes really eat. And today, I'm pleased to say, we've got another Harlequins superstar with us. I say superstar because he's standing right next to me. Please welcome winger Charlie Walker. Charlie, how's it going, mate?
How you doing, mate?
Thanks for, yeah. Oh, we're going in for the hug.
We're going in,
There's a little awkward. Oh, God. Now, today's quite interesting because you picked up a slight injury to your hand.
Yeah, unfortunately,
right?
poor timing.
Unfortunately, just in training.
Yeah.
But it means that today we're going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to be doing all the cooking, right?
I'm presenting.
You're presenting, yeah. Let's switch it up.
Okay.
Let's switch it up. So you're going to direct me. I mean, luckily, it's quite a simple meal anyway. What
Yeah,
we making?
like most of my meals.
So we had, we had Will on before. He's a great chef, but you know your limits.
Yeah, Will's, as you say, he's really big into his food. You know, he cooks all the time. Takes a lot of time to go out, and he really wants to know what he's getting from the food. What's coming out, what's going into his body. I'm more want to know what's going into my body, but simple is key for me, and whatever's less washing up, and that's kind of what I go for.
Cool. So simple meal today. What are we doing?
We're going to make just a simple dish that a lot of athletes like me who are trying to put on weight just have a little snack before bedtime, which is just banana protein pancakes. Okay. Really easy to whisk up. Probably takes not even 10 minutes, but it's good. Late at night, probably an hour or so before bed. Right. Whack this up, have this meal. It just sets you going for the night, which means you're not losing too much weight overnight, because obviously when you're sleeping, it's 8 to 10 hours. You're not getting any food inside you, and for guys who are trying to put on weight, that's not really ideal. Yeah. So you'd think with pancakes you would mainly have it for breakfast, but you're having it before you go to bed? Yeah, just the kind of ingredients that we put in. Obviously with bananas, I've been told, our nutritionist, he's great, he gives out all these recipes and makes it really easy for us at Harlequins. Bananas, I've been told, good source of melatonin, which it's great for sleep, and then just all the stuff around. You want to get a good protein source in before you go to bed. We actually use a protein powder called casein, which is what I've been told, it's more of a slow release protein. So when you're sleeping, it's slowly releasing into your body, and you're not fading away, to put it in simple terms as such. Right. And when you get up in the morning and you hit the bike or you go training, you don't really have much of a breakfast? You're just stocking up on different boys do. Ideally for me, I'd rather not have that much, but I'm trying to put on weight, so we try and aim for 5 meals a day. So my breakfast will be pretty light. Maybe some porridge, just some oats on their own with some honey and stuff. Maybe some more fruit added in. Just trying to get the right balance, and just that extra meal. Getting a few calories in, so you're trying to meet your daily target. Yeah.
Perfect. So, what's the first step? Talk me through it. I mean, I've made pancakes before, but this is your own special way.
So, basically, pretty simple. It's just the ingredients we've got here. That's why they're out here. Yeah. 2 bananas, 2 eggs, scoop of protein powder, and probably a bit of milk. It all goes into the blender. Okay. But as with pancakes, for pancake day, 1 week they'll go great. Next year, they'll be terrible. So
right, okay. We've got a bit of chocolate here. Is that going in? Or is that at the end?
Chocolate's at the end. We've got some fruit and some yogurt. And yogurt, again, it's a good source of protein. A bit of carbs added in. Fruit's always good for you. And the chocolate, I've been told, is good for recovery. Right, okay. But specifically dark chocolate.
We've got
plain chocolate.
Waitrose plain dark chocolate here. So definitely not milk chocolate. No, recommend.
Definitely dark chocolate. Okay. Or the plain chocolate we'll have to do for today.
Perfect. So let's get some stuff in the blender then. What are we putting in first? Bananas, yeah?
Yep. Probably cut them in half or something.
Can you imagine if this was a really complicated meal? I mean,
my hand's actually fine. I just don't want to cook.
Oh, it's all coming out now. Yeah. I see. Right. We'll put this in the blender.
Yep.
Just 2 bananas, right?
Just 2.
Cool. 2 eggs. I'm not great at cracking eggs.
Yeah, just throw the shell in there, why not? Bit of texture.
You can blend it anyway.
Wow.
I hope you got that.
Did you see that? Did any of it go in? A little bit went in.
Did you just squeeze it?
I don't know, it just exploded. Hang on, let me... Cool. Well, should we just put one more in anyway? Or maybe 2?
One.
Yeah, put one in this time.
Nailed that one.
Nailed it. All good?
All good.
Right. Bit of milk.
Scoop of protein powder.
Scoop. Just a tablespoon?
Should be a scooper in there, I can just scoop with that.
Look how strong that is.
Simple.
I'm not finding it.
Yeah, probably 2 scoops.
Yeah, 2 scoops here. Maybe 3 actually. Okay, so we've just blended up the mix, and we'll put the hob on, let that heat up.
Get it warmed up, yeah.
For a little bit. How am I doing so far, Charlie?
Your
All
egg
good?
cracking was something to behold, but
Yeah.
everything else you're nailing.
I don't crack many eggs, so it didn't go down too well.
Went everywhere.
Went everywhere. Yeah, exploded in my hands. So while that's heating up, let's talk a little bit about your diet compared to maybe some of the bigger guys in Harlequins. You're all about speed. You're a winger. You're rapid, from what I've been told. How fast are you really? Be honest.
Well, to be this size, hopefully fast enough. You know, I try and avoid all these big guys, and clearly it didn't work this week. So.
Yeah. And are you eating a lot different to do you all have the same kind of stuff, or do you tailor your diet differently because you work on speed?
It's a question we get asked a lot, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think certainly from my point of view, I don't think my diet's as strict as everyone else's.
Okay.
So trying to put on weight, you know, you want to be eating the good stuff, but kind of you want to be eating as much of it. And I know certainly when you join a rugby club and you're in the academy, you know, you get there. Certainly myself, I became really obsessed with, you know, got to put on weight quickly. You know, I've got to catch up. You're straight out of school and you're playing with, you know, guys in the Premiership who are twice your size, and I think that's where boys go wrong, because you know, you get in and boys are just eating as much as they can whenever they can, and just Domino's every Tuesday. You know, 2 for Tuesdays.
Really?
Great offer, and you know, boys at that age, they think it's good for them because they're getting as much calories in, because that's what they've been told. Get calories in, you put weight, and
they can also get away with it as well.
Yeah, 100%. But I think as you get older, you start to learn, especially with a really good nutritionist, you start to learn that it's about what's going into your body that's going to make the difference. And for me, I put on most weight when, you know, my diet is really balanced, like really good and consistent, and it's just about keeping that consistency going through. Yeah.
So you're probably naturally burning a lot more fat. You've got much more of a high metabolism compared to all the other guys. What would be your go-to meal straight after training?
Straight after training.
So you're having this the night before. You're straight on the bike in the morning without much of a breakfast. You go into training, and then what are you having for like a brunch or?
So for brunch for me, you know, we have all, you know, the eggs kind of thing.
Yeah.
For me, I prefer going down the fish side of things. You know, omega-3s and stuff, smoked salmon and fish. A lot of boys, we get steak for brunch, but for me, it's not really.
You stay away from that.
I don't really like eating steak for brunch in the morning. It's quite hard to stomach, and well, that's really good for you. So I try and stay to the lighter foods. You'll probably say the smoked salmon, the avocado, a couple of poached eggs.
So here we go. The hob is burning here. Probably got it a bit too high. Get the pan on there.
Bit of oil. Bit of
oil. Macadamia nut oil, which is going down really well with all our other dishes. So a little bit of that.
Yep.
There we go.
They'll be done pretty quick.
We've poured the protein mix into this nice glass jug, so it's easier for me to pour in there. And here we go. Just wait for it to
start sizzling, basically.
Start sizzling. Great. So do many of the other guys have this kind of meal? Protein
I think certainly a lot of the outside backs.
Yeah.
All the guys that I'm talking about, you know, we call it gaining. You know, 3 different groups, and that's kind of how specific we get. All the meals get sent out, and the nutritionist will be like, right, this is for the gainers, this is for the maintainers, this is for the fatties, basically. Don't really have a proper term for that. That's what we go for. So yeah, lots of guys will make this, you know, just because how easy it is, and you know, you get the pancake, and then you'll see when we plate it up, you know, just how easy it is to put stuff with it, and you can put yogurt with it, and the stuff that you can buy in the market these days, which, you know, it's all got added protein into it, you know, protein yogurts, and so it's easy to get your hands on, and it kind of saves the hassle. Yeah.
So you would say you wouldn't necessarily have this for dinner; you'd have it as a snack after dinner.
Yeah.
Right. What would you have before it, typically?
So before it, for me, like I said, it's all about simplicity. I don't really want to be. Well, I put a few flavourings in there, but for me, just a lot of fish.
Okay.
I much prefer fish than, you know, red meat and steaks, because we get so much steak and chicken at Harlequins. I'd rather get back and have some sort of fish and just something, a bit of vegetables with it, and then you've got to get your carbs in. So whether that's in the form of rice, you know, couscous, what Will made earlier, you know, the cauliflower rice, all different options which got to try and mix it up, because when you're trying to stay on top of it, variety is good, and it kind of keeps you interested and wanting to stay healthy rather than go away to the local takeaway shop. Yeah.
So someone like you is all about pace, fish, rice dishes. Yeah. You're happy with that?
Yeah, especially in pre-season. Yeah. Boys get back. We've had long days and we're pretty off the feet. You get on the sofa, you don't really want to get off it for that long. So so the stuff that you can get up, get up for half an hour and it's pretty much done, and you can be back down, resting up and doing whatever you do in the evening to get ready for the next day. Yeah,
brilliant. Awesome. So while that's sizzling away, tell us a little bit how you got into rugby. Was it something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, so growing up in a rugby family, I think it's kind of where most of the guys get the ambition from. And my old man, he always played rugby. He was part of the Leicester Tigers setup, played in the army. And just from then, he took me down to a club when I was young. I think I was 6 years old with my best mate, and kind of ended up playing there for the next 10 years at just the local rugby club. And it's where you meet most of your friends, obviously at school, but it's a different kind of set of friends where we're sizzling. Yeah.
Here we go.
Right, go for it.
Here we go, flip number 1. Oh, it kind of worked, it's all right.
I'll straighten out.
Get out a little bit.
Oh, now you've ruined it though.
It's all good, flatten it out.
Go 2/3 of a pancake, sweet.
It kind of worked, 80% worked. It's all right. So you were saying, before, about getting it. So your dad was serious about rugby.
Dad was serious,
played in the army.
Yeah, there was no pressure put on, which I think is key for guys when they're young. And just kind of, I fell in love with the game myself. I signed with Leicester Tigers when I was 16. Signed a contract there, and for one way or another, it didn't quite work out there.
Okay.
And ended up, I was lucky enough to, I left Leicester, and lucky enough Harlequins picked me up when Conor O'Shea was in charge, and he brought me down for a day, and just kind of introduced me to all the boys, and pretty much, to put it bluntly, put the love back into rugby, which I was kind of missing when I was at Leicester. And from there, I kind of worked out this was the club that I wanted to be at. And so straight after school, when I was 18, just moved down and moved into an academy house with 4 other 18-year-olds, which, as you can imagine, is a interesting move straight out of school.
Coming down to London.
Completely different.
Big new adventure for you.
Yeah, living with 4 forwards, being the only back, it takes for a bit of getting used to.
Lots of banter, I bet.
You
were definitely the smallest guy there, right?
Oh, easily, yeah. You could put me in the house with anyone, I could have been the smallest guy there. Safe to say our nutritional values in that year weren't the best.
What kind of stuff were you eating then?
One of our props thought, if he had a pack of custard creams followed by a green tea, that would counter each other out. You've completely ruined that.
I know. It's all right, it's all good. It was kind of ruined anyway.
Okay. Stuff like that. Just like I was saying earlier, when you're young, you don't really understand what you should be eating, and you get told by one person one thing's good for you, and you hammer that for a couple of weeks, and then someone else tells you differently, and you think, oh, I'm going to hammer that for a bit. So it wasn't our best year, but it's a learning experience, and most boys at a professional rugby club go through it. They live in the academy house, which it's never the most pleasant place, but builds friendships. You get to know everyone pretty well.
Exactly, and you work out your diet through the years. I mean, there's only one way to do it, really. You have to experiment with certain meals and find out it's not for you. Yeah,
and you've got to stick at it for a period of time. For me, it's about what's going to get me consistent weight and consistent good weight. Obviously, we get our body meals checked, our body composition, we get it checked once every 2 weeks, and you can come back in, and it'd be great for me coming back in saying, I've put on 5 kilograms, but if I've put on 10 mils as well, it's not very beneficial. So it's got to be good weight at this level, and likewise for the guys I was living with, they've got to lose weight, but and lose the mils, but you can't lose too much, because obviously the nature of their position, it's about being big, and if they lose all that, then it's not going to be effective in the game.
So a little bit of pressure on you to keep your diet on the
100%. But I think that's everyone's part of being a professional athlete. I think it's key to being successful, and it's something that it's got to be driven from within. You can't be expecting. It's one of those things you can't have someone else do it for you. It's got to be a personal drive, and if you've not got it, then you could be in some problems.
Right, so the first one's done. We'll get that on the plate. Probably a good thing that one's over.
We'll keep the cameras over there for that one.
Don't look.
Second one will be good though.
Second one's going to be amazing. All right, so we've managed to make a few decent pancakes now. They're getting better, aren't they, Charlie?
Yeah.
Right?
You say we.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm getting directed by Charlie. But,
mine are always perfect.
We're all good. I'll just put this one on the plate here. So we got, coming apart a little bit, but not too bad.
That's right.
Not too bad. A little bit more oil.
I'm on it.
And we'll cook up maybe one more.
Yeah.
So we've got about 4 at the moment. We'll cook another one, make it 5. How many do you usually have when you're at home cooking them?
Pretty much what the mixer comes out. It will probably come to. Depends how much milk you put in. If you can put as little or as much as you want in, and that kind of creates it. But yeah, 3 or 4. And then,
and that's enough to fill you up.
Yeah, give the leftovers to the housemate.
Yeah,
I think he's like a dog anyway. So.
I would like to hear that. So have you, when you were younger, like you obviously found out you were fast. Did you ever want to get into athletics? I read somewhere that you were like a 100-meter champion, or you won.
I did a lot of athletics at school.
Right.
Which kind of, for me it was never about I'm going to do athletics. It was more about I'm going to do athletics because it would help with rugby. It's just something that it's a gift to have, to be quick, and you can't really coach speed, which I'm really fortunate to have, and I'm grateful to have. And for me it was never about I'm going to go down the athletics route. I'll be nowhere near quick enough to go anywhere near competitions now. And relating it back to rugby, it's not really about 100-meter speed. It's all about pace off the mark, or your change of speed, which is all the speed stuff we kind of do at training. It's all related back to that, and
stamina, your balance, being fleet of foot.
Not really as much stamina. I think you're never really sprinting for long periods of time. Right. There'll be a lot of time in my position where you're moving around at say 50%, and it will be that change of speed from 50 to 100, which is the stuff that we've got to work at. And we've started a lot this year doing a lot more kind of agility work, which is rather than just straight line speed, it's change of direction and stuff that, going from a slow start to a change of direction to straight into 100%, which is effectively how you beat a player. It's what we try and do, which is why we're in that position, because we're there to try and beat players one-on-one rather than run over the top of people. Go away this week on a training camp to the States.
You're going to San Francisco, right?
Yeah, so
it's going to be great.
Great link with America we've got going at the moment, and all the boys, it's great for us. If you tell any team at a Premiership club that you're going to America for a week of training camp, eyes lit up, and we're looking forward to it. We know it's going to be a tough week, but also you'd much rather a tough week out in the States than back where you're training week in, week out throughout the year.
What kind of teams are you playing out there?
So this year we haven't got a game.
Right.
We'll probably just do an internal game of sort, or just get our stuff, what we need to do, ready for the season. Last year we played against the USA before they went to the World Cup, which was a great game and a great experience for us.
Right, the pancake, it looks like it's done.
Yeah, we kind of left that one for a bit, didn't we?
It's all right. It's a little brown, but not too bad. I'll put it on here.
There you go. Perfect.
It's not looking too bad, actually.
We're looking good. We're looking good.
It's all right. I've done an okay job.
You've done good. You've done good.
I'd say a good job. So we'll bring it over. Right, here we go. Here are the pancakes. What are we putting on it? Talk me through it. Get some of the chocolate out.
So, from what I've been told, so chocolate, dark chocolate, even though we've not got full dark chocolate, really good for recovery, which, not really sure why, but I trust my nutritionist. He's not just blagging me that eat as much dark chocolate as you want, 'cause it's probably not the kind of thing he'll say. So, you can put that on in chunks, you can grate it on top, with the yogurt and the berries and stuff. And
I feel like I'd ruin it if I try and grate it, so I'll just put some chunks on there. Just put it around that you can just...
You are decorative, aren't you?
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'll try and make it look nice.
Okay.
It's not really looking that nice.
You're just going for the circle technique.
I'm going for the circle.
Give it a little motive.
This is what I learned from Will.
Motive chocolate, yeah.
Will likes his presentations.
He does, with all the seasonings and stuff.
Bit of chocolate, put a bit of fruit on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you going to go yogurt first, or are you going to go...
What would you recommend?
Okay, yogurt.
We're going yogurt first.
The fruit will stick to the yogurt, bit of honey on the top, and job's a good one.
Here we go. So a bit of yogurt, a couple of tablespoons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably put quite a lot of chocolate on, to be honest, actually.
Yeah, a bit too much. It's all decorative.
Yeah, okay.
The chocolate's decorative.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're not actually going to eat all the chocolate, so...
Would you put any bananas on top, or...?
Probably not, no. You've got 2 bananas in the actual pancakes themselves, and it should be enough.
A few raspberries, a few blueberries.
Exactly, just all for taste, all taste preference, and there's strawberries there. You can use whatever fruit you want.
The more fruit, the better, right?
Yeah.
as we always say. And I'll put some strawberries on.
Going for everything, are you?
Going for it. Why not? Put that on. How does that look?
Not taking the leaves off. No.
No, not take. I mean,
someone else can do that.
Yeah, of course. You could just cut it up with a knife.
I think you've done well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Out of 10.
It's
not
if
not
I
amazing.
didn't see you crack eggs, I'll give you an 8, but
Yeah.
7.
7. All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to taste it and see what it's like?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to let you taste it first.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Charlie, dig in. Let me know what it's like. Is it?
I'm hoping it's good.
Is it better than it looks?
I'm not going to say no. It's a lot better than it looks.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Tastes really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Quite banana-y. We definitely didn't need to add another banana.
Okay. 2 bananas, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And your choice of chocolate decoration would be, I would probably grate. Bit easier to eat.
I'd
Grate
say
it on.
it was
but
rushed a little bit. I just threw it on there.
rather chunks of chocolate. But no, really good. And you know, for me, that's kind of the thing. It's nice to eat. It's
Yeah.
not particularly. It's not like you're forcing another meal down yourself.
Yeah.
It's something that you actually would want to go out and eat.
Yeah.
And
Easy to
tastes
make,
yeah,
quick,
nice and
simple.
sweet, kind of like a pudding. Well,
Yeah.
It is a pudding,
Yeah.
but
Perfect.
also good for you. Not too sugary or fatty.
Well, mate, thanks so much for being here, even with the injury.
Thank you for having me.
I hope I did a decent job.
Did well.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Really
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it. We'll have you on again
Perfect.
soon. And thank you to you guys at home for watching the Performance Kitchen. We'll be back again soon. Let's have some more.
There it is.